Alright, that one is now recording. I don't know how much battery life I got on it. Looks like it's almost full. Alright, so enough of that. Take the governor weight and slide it in here. And take and put the truck in there. Or indicator, really. We need an indicator in there. And what we're going to do is we're going to swing in get on the center line of the jaws while they're clamped. So we're just going to turn this around and around a little bit. This just helps me visualize the center. So we'll take and try to eyeball the center. We'll see how close we get. About there. So we'll take and put the indicator down and slide it up there. And stick my head under here and get my mirror. My mirror works better than sticking my head under there. Go figure, huh? Alright. So let's slide this back and forth. And we'll get a little more travel on it. Alright, zero that out. Well, see how close I eyeballed that. Okay, there's zeroing back. And not touching there. Quite a ways. It's like about 100 thou. We'll move in about half of that. Zero. Okay, we're 5, 10, 15, 20. I think we bottomed the indicator out. I'm going to crank it out until we get to about to 10. And we'll see where we're at from there. Zero. Two thou. Anchor into the 1. Zero it. There we go. Now we're on the center line this way, so I'm going to zero my Y. Now what we want to do is pick up the edge where that's sitting at. So what I'm going to do on this one, I'm going to take this out of there. Actually, we just wanted to go 90 thou in. Well, yeah, it's best if I pick up that edge. So we will take a Joe block, set it in there, slide it up, clamp it. Now I'm going to put my edge finder in. Drop the indicator out. My edge finder laying here somewhere. Here's the seam for it. Oh, here it is. Hopefully it wasn't laying. Yeah, it's fine. Run battery down. And now we'll go over here. Oh, I don't want to move my Y. Got back to 0. I grabbed the Y handle, started cranking at the same time, thinking I was going back to the back. I didn't want to just go straight over. I was thinking I was going to go back and pick this up. Why I was thinking that. Down, touch. Right there. And we'll 0x. Move over 100. And we'll 0 it again. Now we want to figure out how far over we want to go with that. Well, it's telling me, see, now here's another example of I'll have to calculate that out because there is no known dimension over there that's, well, there's a known dimension, but you have to calculate it. It's a calculated dimension. So I need this piece of scratch paper. Well, I'll just write right on that way if I ever build it again, the note will be on here. Okay, so we have what we have is 1 inch 150 across. That's with them set at the diameter. So divide that in half, we get 0.5, 575. So that's from there, center line out. Now we need to calculate from the center line over to this edge. And the only way to do that is to do an assumption. Is take the 784 from the pins, the spring pins, and divide that in half, which is 392. Okay, and then subtract from the pin over to that edge 124. Which is 268. So now we know that it's 268. We know that it's 268 from, where did I get the 392? Now I'm confused. Okay, so we know it's 268 from the center line to this edge. So we take the 268 from this, from that 575. Pretty confusing, right? So we got 7, 0, is that right? 7, okay, 0, and 307. So it should be 307 from here over, if I did the calculation right. Like I say, I hate it when a draftsman, especially if you're working in CAD, that you don't put obvious dimensions in like that. Oh, no, because yeah, if you did that with a diameter and then did everything, and then cut them off, they would have been all there. But if you're doing the little blocks, how do you get there? We'll see if it looks right. All right, so we're going to move over 305 or 307. Let's see what it looks like. 3, 307. Come on. There you go. Lock that. Take the edge finder out. Put the sleeve on it right away. Drill chuck. This time I'm going to use my 0 3/8 drill chuck instead. If I can figure out where the last time I used that at. You guys don't see it laying here, do you? Oh, here it is. I found it. Oh, I could drop an E again, darn it. I really do hate doing that all the time. Especially after I've indicated something in. It just... Alright. Get a center drill. And we'll see what we get. Now, that's almost right in the center of it, and that's not right. See, it's supposed to be toward the back, toward the edge. Oh, an easier way to calculate that out. Duh. Take the half of 1460 is half of 1460 is 730, right? 7. Yep. So 730. I have this all scribbled up. And then half of the 1150, which was 578. So we get 2, 5, 152. So it should be 152 from this edge over. Which that doesn't get me there either. Oh, geez, I hate this when they do that. 152, so we know that it's we need the figure to there, which I did, which is 268 to there, and then subtract that. I'm going to cut away here. You don't need to listen to my ciphering, especially when it doesn't make sense. All right. There is 5. Okay. 575. Subtract 185. Which is 0, 9, 390. And subtract 124. So it's let's go 124 plus 185. 5, 9, 10, 309. Well, I'm not sure I got it right, but I went and eyeballed the center drill down onto the edge and worked backwards. You know what? Means that's a high spot. Why didn't I'm just going to go ahead and put the edge finder in there and pick up that spot. Duh. Because I know the depth dimension from there over, from the dimension from that outside diameter in is 152. So, I don't know. Sometimes I'm not thinking. All right. This should get me pretty damn close to where it's supposed to be then. If not right on. Why I make things more difficult than they need to be. Right there. I'm going to just go incremental ones. Incremental and see where I end up. So, 0 my X, go 100. I could have just went 252. All right, now let's turn it back to absolute, see where I am. 355. I'm at 355, not 307. So, yeah, that sounds more better. I may cut this all out. But then again, kind of shows what you can go through, just overthinking it. But I'm glad I did overthink it, because otherwise I'm pretty sure that would have been wrong. That's better. Go off to one side. Now, I'm going to need to drill it with a number 33 and then countersink it to a 440 screw. What? I want to drill it a 113. Which is not right. That's for a 5. I'm going to do it for a 440. What's for reference anyway? I'm not sure what the diameter of the countersink is on it. Oh, 113 actually will go for a 440. So, we will poke a 113 hole there. Spot it a little bit. And get a drill. Now, not exactly sure how these go. Grab a small countersink. '82-degree countersink. Plus, I want these to end up the same, so I might want to set a stop. pointing the camera. Now I'm looking for my, right here, a stop block. And we're going to come down here and put it in there and touch, and then we're going to crank this all the way down. Be all the way down, plus I'm going to have to raise it up a little bit. Oh, I was thinking it was the camera dinging. That's my cell phone in my pocket dinging. All right. Diameter is. Stop there. Nope, I'm going to cut away here. Okay, I got the first one, and the screw fits in there. Pretty close to just flush. I mean, just slightly under. Just slightly under. Okay, so we're going to do the rest of them. And I got to remember now, put the countersink on the right side, because the other side has that oil, kind of like oil groove or whatever it was, because this is that, this was the gear made from the gear material that I replaced on my snowblower. And I'm making use of the material. So, now we can just go in here and take my stop block out, shift her back into high. I'm not center drilling it very deep, because the tip of the center drill is almost the same size as the drill. And put the countersink in all the way up into the chuck, as far as it'll go. Shift into low. Stop block up. I gotta wash my brush out. It's got oil in it, and they don't brush chips very well when they're full of oil. Okay, let's take the screw out. Just make sure that it's repeating. Oh shoot! All right, where'd it go? Went down in here somewhere. There it is. I just want to see if, make sure it's repeating. Yep, looks good. It's just slightly up below, which is kind of what I want. I didn't want them protruding above, but really it wouldn't hurt. It wouldn't hurt anything if they did protrude above. It would still work just fine. Shifting on. Take the stop block out. Using that center drill almost like a spot drill instead of a center drill. Low range, stop block. Looks good to me. Looks mighty fine to me. I'm debating on whether to nickel plate these or not, or just polish them up as brass and leave them brass colored, or make them nickel chrome colored. Oh, I was going to say I didn't get it tight. Oh, long ways to the floor. Long ways down for some reason. I don't like when these all-brake trucks do that. That they don't. They don't want to stay clamped. You know, they're springy, and you can clean them. Sometimes that helps. Take them apart, clean them up, and then re-grease them and everything. Sometimes it doesn't. I haven't figured that out. Somebody has figured that out. Let me know. I guess I can go do a search for it and look to see. But if somebody knows, you know, what can you do to make it so that it's not, you know, because watch, you load it. Well, now, yeah, naturally now it's not going to do it. See, you lock it, just, you know, it just springs. It's just like a cushion. And I'm not, like I say, I've taken them apart and cleaned them all up and thinking that would help, and no. Sometimes you get lucky and it'll help, but most of the time, no. Doesn't help. Okay. Okie dokie. Now, let's go ahead and put one together once and see. Take a stone and stone the burr off the back side. I'm not going to get crazy with it because I want it to, the little duck bill or duck head to sit on there flat. Over here and get one. I had one over here. What did I do with it? Oh boy, don't want to lose those. They're so small. I do have one extra, but here it is. All right, so we'll take the screw and put it in there. Let's back up here so I can show you what I'm duckbill started.